My name is Lucas. I am the founder of Data Marketing School. In today's video, I'm going to explain what is the difference between Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics 4. We have your website, you have your GA4 property here, and you want to send data to your Google Analytics reports in order to understand what's happening on your website, and you have different options to do it. Once you create your GA4 property, in order to work properly, GA4 will ask you when you create a new property to install a specific code on your website. Let's do this. Let's install GA4 code, and this code will be responsible of understanding what's happening on your website when someone loads a specific page, when someone clicks on a button. This code will send data to your GA4 property, and GA4 will then display the different reports that you may already know. This GA4 code can be installed either by a developer. It can also be installed by a plugin. So maybe currently on your website you do have GA4 installed, but you didn't install any code yourself, or you didn't ask a developer to do it. And this may be because you do have a plugin which is doing it for you. Basically, each GA4 property has a different ID, which is G-1, 2, 3, and other numbers. If you install GA4 via a plugin, the plugin must have asked you to give it the ID of your GA4 property to make sure that the GA4 code sends data to this property. This is one way of doing it. You do install GA4 code on your website, and this code will send data to your GA4 property. The thing is, GA4 is maybe not the only code you want to install, because you may want to connect Metapixel because you're running ads on Meta. You may also want to connect Google Ads. You may also want to connect TikTok ads. Each platform will ask you to install a specific code on your website. You would have Meta code, so the code from the Metapixel. You would have GAds code. You would also have TikTok. These scripts, you can again ask a developer to implement them. You can also use a specific plugin that will install the scripts for you. For example, the plugin for Meta will ask you your Meta Pixel ID. If you're using Shopify, for example, you have a sales channel which is called Facebook and Instagram that is also responsible of injecting Meta Pixel code on your website. This is sending data to Meta, this is sending data to G-Ads, and this is sending data to TikTok. So you can start seeing here the big mess, because you have a website with many scripts. You don't really know where it's installed. It's either installed directly in the code. It can be installed via a plugin, but you don't know which plugin installed which script. And that is why tag management systems like Google Tag Manager were created. And let's see how it's done with a tag management system like Google Tag Manager. You still want to connect these four platforms on the right, but this time, instead of installing each code of each platform, you're going to install only one code on your website. This code will be the one from Google Tag Manager. To install Google Tag Manager, depending on the website you have, you may be asking a developer to install this code, or you may also do it via a plugin. So for example, for WordPress, you can use GTM for WordPress, and for Shopify, you can use Addingwell. Like this, you may be wondering, well, this is not very different from what we just had before, because we can also ask a developer to install a code, or a plugin can do it for you. Well, the difference here with GTM is once GTM code is installed on your website, you manage everything on Google Tag Manager. Every script, every tracking code, every platform you want to connect, you manage all this inside Google Tag Manager. So you don't have to do any further changes on your website. It depends on what you want to do exactly, but for most use cases, you won't have to do anything more on the website, and you can manage everything inside Google Tag Manager. And the idea here is that inside Google Tag Manager interface, you will add tags. A tag is basically a script, a pixel. It's in the end a piece of code that will be injected on your website that will send data to a specific platforms such as GA4, Meta, etc. We're going to install a tag for GA4. We're going to install a tag for Google Ads, another one for Meta, another one for TikTok. Using a tag management system like Google Tag Manager is very comfortable because you do set up your tags with a user interface and you can also preview your changes. So this is a specific feature from tag management systems. So every change you make inside Google Tag Manager here, you can preview them on your website and you can consider this as a draft. And then when it's working and once you're ready to push this to production, you can publish your changes. And once these changes are published, they will be available to all your website visitors. And then when all these tags are configured inside Google Tag Manager, GTM will send data to each platform. And here you can see the main difference between Google Analytics 4 and Google Tag Manager. Google Tag Manager is responsible of collecting data on your website and is here to improve the process of setting up tags and installing different scripts on your website. It comes with additional features like the preview mode and being able to have a draft and then publish this draft to production to make it available to all users. And GA4 is an analytics platform that is here to receive the data from your website and to show you this data through reports.